right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder, so I know that he is touching.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. And tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Indiana Pacers. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, Miles Turner is one of the game's premier rim protectors. He said, quote, "I change games. I'm able to push my team, and they know that when I'm back there, it makes it easier for everybody. I want to show the league what everybody in Indy has known for years, that I'm a defensive anchor, and I take pride in that."
Well, he is a presence, Allie, no question. Thank you. And we're at the point of the season where we really start seeing teams dial in for the playoff push, Grant.
Oh, such an exciting time, BA. And for some teams, the playoffs start now. We've got bubble teams in both conferences battling for positioning, and every game has playoff implications.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. They've got DeMar DeRozan. Chris Duarte is out there with George Hill. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Hield in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Jalen Brunson. Now here's Hill. Pass to Hield. Back to Duarte. 5 on the clock. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, that time saw daylight and took advantage.
Now here's Halliburton. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams passes to Halliburton. No good. Good work defensively by Hill. Pass to Duarte. Now the Pacers on the move.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Chris Duarte, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Ball outside. Williams from long range. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energize them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Ball is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Patrick Williams. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Baldwin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Green. Here's Matherin. And the jumper falls for him.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Outside Brunson. And here's Ball. Here's Baldwin. The three-pointer off the mark. DeRozan outside. Robinson with a steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Williams' shot is good.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bulls out in front. They lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
They've been fierce at the defensive end, causing turnovers, coming up with key stops. That's the result of great communication and trust between teammates. Hard to score on them when they're playing like this.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
On your feet, fans.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's George Hill. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Duarte in at the 2. Now here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got his second basket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Hield. Pass to Hill. And the layup is good off the glass.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Now Brunson. Here's Baldwin. Halliburton's got an open look. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. DeRozan with the ball. Over Williams. No good. A bit long that time.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
With 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Bulls out in front. They're up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Three tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Lonzo Ball. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's TJ McConnell. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the bucket is good.
And Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
And that's about as huge of a drive as we'll see. With so much on the line, he couldn't be stopped.
Now here's Vucevic. Shoots over Turner. Duarte grabs the board. Hield on the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And Hield is a very good free throw shooter. Not a great idea sending him to the line here.
Buddy Hield taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
On your feet, fans, it's time for your Chicago Lovable. Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Lovable.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. As this game enters its final moments, he told his guys to keep their cool, saying, quote, no sloppy play. Let's stay true to what we do best. We're almost there, gentlemen.
And Allie, thanks. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You want a t-shirt?
They trail by 2. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, George Hill.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Brunson is checked in for Chicago, and so they foul intentionally. Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for ball.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Tyrese.
So it's Chicago now. The lead is 2. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible.
At the line for
and hope they
Chicago,
alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Halliburton, 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Halliburton is a guy who really has no weaknesses. He can do it all, and he does a great job of making everybody better.
So he gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Lovable.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's Chicago now. 4-point game. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Pass to Matherin. From deep. Williams grabs the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
At the line for Chicago, Tyrese Halliburton. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. This one belongs to Chicago. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.